All right, y'all. Welcome back to the third episode of Cultural Collision. I'm Marcus Ramos.
I'm Devin, trying a new hat and kind of not doing too well with it, Hogan.
I'm Grace, thinking that Devin is doing quite a good job.
And I'm Lucas with glasses on.
Yeah, Aiden didn't he try to cook you last week saying you look like Harry Potter with those glasses on?
What?
Did he? I do kind of remember that now.
He just slowly takes them off.
In fairness, so I had the longer hair, so I don't know. Did I look like Harry Potter?
In the photo?
I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Halloween idea?
Yeah, just like got a tattoo of the
Yeah,
skull.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you serve like academia in a good way, just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like a good student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make it to your 8 a.m. class today?
I did, actually.
You're a good student.
See?
Yes.
Yep.
But for this episode, we're going to be talking about what we think are the best films of all time. And we about to do this as a letterbox type 4, like top 4 situation, where we each give our 4 favorite movies. So am I starting off? Or
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Start it off.
so do I just unload all 4 right at the jump, or do we
Yeah.
go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 like that?
Just
I'm
do
down
all-
1 1 1 2 2 2.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
that's
sure.
a good one.
Yeah.
So
Well,
for-
but my top 4 aren't like ranked. Like the one in the top left on the Letterboxd app isn't the number one movie.
Mine aren't either.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I
Okay.
think just listing it out and discussing is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever anyone wants.
So, my number 1, which is still my favorite movie of all time, I'm going to start off with it, is Dead Poet Society.
Good choice.
Wow, the English major has Dead Poet Society as his favorite movie. Who'd have thought?
Likely story.
So, do I talk about why it's my favorite movie? Until we go boom, boom, boom.
Sure.
So, obviously, because I'm an English major, I love it a lot. I watched it when I was, I think, 16. I haven't even watched it since. So it's like that kind of movie where you watch it once, and I got to be in like a certain headspace in my life to watch it again, it feels like. Because I feel like that movie was very transformative for me when I watched it. Because first off, I feel like it is really the whole reason I even became an English major in the first place. Shocker, I know. Of how like it really showed the importance of like literature and poetry, even though I don't really read poetry all that much. But so like it's very pro literature. And that's something that I really appreciated, especially when I watched it, where I felt like a nerd for reading a lot. So to see like just like an amazing movie with Robin Williams, who really made that movie what it is for me. I think the whole cast, like central cast, is really good, but like everyone knows the one speech with Robin Williams where he talks about like why poetry is so great. That is engraved in my mind with a whole bunch of different movie speeches, like the one from the 6th Rocky movie. Just like that one runs through my head basically every day to get myself out of bed. But I really just love that movie so much because of how much it inspired me to be where I am right now, essentially.
I also think, good choice. Good answer. So with Dead Poet Society, I like how it's a good encapsulation of how it feels like when you're in like an institution, like they're in like a boarding school, but you could make the same argument for like a college, and things aren't going your way, but you have like professors like inklings of like planting the seed of like your own thought, like to shout out the sociology department, like Dr. Newmar and Dr. Krieg and the rest, but especially these 2 professors, like just kind of like lighting a fire under our butts to like think critically about the world around us. And that's a good answer, I think.
And let me just say, I know you're watching this, Jamal, so I'm calling you out right now. He would always tell me how he watched it in class and fell asleep, and he never tried to finish it. So I'm calling you out, bro.
I was gonna admit before you said that I did watch it in class, and I did fall asleep. Which it wasn't anything on the movie, but it was like senior year, and I was incredibly tired all the time.
Yeah.
So
His excuse, because he's Canadian, was that he was watching it in French. So
Fair.
okay, interesting.
I fell asleep watching. No, I didn't. I didn't fall asleep watching a movie the other day. I don't want to say that. 'Cause I really appreciate the professor. Anyway, who am I going next? Or,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, looking at my choices, so what can you say about the most probably not talked about per se, but like the most misinterpreted movie of all time by the alt-right manosphere, but Fight Club?
I was gonna say Whiplash.
I have words to say about that.
Can I disclose right now that I have yet to watch Fight Club?
Okay.
I'm going to. It's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I had a theory that it is like a gay allegory, and I asked my girlfriend, and she's like, that's not what it is. That's not what the big reveal is. And I was like, okay, but when we watch it, I'm going to be watching it as a gay allegory. So that's my take on it.
I think that's a fair reading. Okay, thank you for telling me that right now. Okay, so in the big reveal, no, I'm sorry. No, I think it's. I have to really readjust.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's good to not have spoilers in a podcast for a 30-year-old movie, though. I will admit, but
we did spoil The Last of Us 2 in the last one.
Yeah, but that's okay. I should have. Anyway, getting off track. So I think people who misread the movie, they're like, yeah, I should start punching my friends. And it's like, no, we should think critically about the consumer culture and like think about like the culture of like pre-Y2K and like how that like contributed to like the millennial like dirge of being in a corporate life, but also interpreting as like, oh, my lobster's too buttery, my steak is too rich, I have a job that pays for my nice like loft apartment with a peace sign table that I got from IKEA. I don't know, all of it could be talked about at length when we all watch the movie. But it's also interesting, this one probably you guys haven't seen, all of you, is Office Space, which came out around the same time. And it's kind of like funny how directors, like depending on the, like it talks about a similar like feeling of like, oh, I hate my corporate job and it's the 90s and what's going to happen when the banks all go to zero, what's going to happen to us, which is a real fear at the time. But it's like really well lit and Jennifer Aniston sitting just going, and so, and so it's just a different movie, but it's the same movie.
We're gonna tag her in the post about this.
I love your ads about that popcorn, Jennifer Aniston. Okay, that's the end of my face is so red now. I want the mic to cover it. But that's a beautiful movie, Grace. You should watch it, and then we should talk about it.
Okay,
We
will
could do
watch
a
it in the
record movie
next
night.
2 weeks.
Okay,
Okay,
sounds good.
all right. My turn?
Yes.
All right.
Beat
Again,
that. No, I'm just kidding.
not in any particular order, but the first one I'm going to list is Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Ooh, okay.
It is because I'm gay, but it's also because it's one of the most incredible movies I've ever watched. And I think I first heard about it because I was reading an interview with Andy Samberg, and he talked about it. And the thing he said about it was like, you watch almost the entire movie, and you realize that there hasn't been a man in it since the very, very beginning. And even then, they only say like one line. And so all of a sudden, like a man shows up into this atmosphere, and it's just like slightly unsettling, and you're like, oh, that's what's been off a little bit. That's what's been like giving it this feeling this whole time. But for those of you who don't know, it's a period piece set in like France. Oh, it is subtitled, so you got to be ready for that when you watch it. But it's set in France in like the 1700s, and there's a young woman set to get married, and so her mom wants this painter to come in and paint her like wedding portrait for her, but the woman who's getting married has been like very stubborn. She was a nun, and then I think her sister was going to marry this man, and then her sister killed herself because she didn't want to, and so now this younger sister has to come in and marry the man. And so she's very stubborn about getting this portrait painted of her, and it's like one of the only female painters who comes in and like tries to really surreptitiously paint her so that she doesn't know and she's not so averse to it. And then they fall in love. That's a spoiler. But no, I think it's one of my favorite movies ever, and it is. I like to cry when I watch movies. That is one of the main reasons I watch movies. So, forewarning.
That is on my list as well.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I watched it, I was like 14, randomly scrolling on Hulu. And like, I think like when I watched it, obviously as a 14, I didn't know about movies. Censor that, man. But I didn't know anything like about movies because I think like it was 14 when I had the realization of I have only watched superhero movies my entire life. So like it was like one of the first movies of me actually watching actual films. I think like at the time as a 14-year-old boy, I was just like, is this movie for me? So, I do want to rewatch it now.
Quite a different vibe, but I would definitely advocate for that.
Yeah.
Also, you're kind of like knocking on yourself that you're 14 and only watching those movies. There are people in their 30s who haven't had that realization yet. So.
I think I had the same thing. I think I was like 14, randomly scrolling on Hulu, and I came across it. I think we're in the same boat. But I think I gave it 5 stars. I got to rewatch it, though.
Yeah. Another movie night.
Yes.
There we go. So we got Fight Club, we got Portrait Lady on Fire, and then Dead Poets Society, so now it's me. I don't know if I give off this vibe, but La La Land.
Ooh, I literally just watched that for the first time.
Did you?
Months ago,
Love La La
with her, yeah.
What do you give it?
I think gave it either 4.5 or 5 stars. I'm pretty sure.
So I was never a musical person, but I watched that, and I don't know. I wouldn't even say I like musicals now even. I think I don't know what it is about that movie, like the colors or the cinematography or just the music itself. Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, they're all great in it. Yeah, I don't know if I give off that vibe that I'm a La La Land fanatic, but I think that might be my favorite.
That's a
I
damn
think
good
that's my
choice.
favorite part of you is that you don't give off a lot of vibes, but once you hear like La La Land, you're like, that does fit.
Yes,
Like you're
I
very
see.
complex.
You contain multitudes, Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen that one once, and I think that's on my like rewatch list because I think I couldn't fully appreciate it at like, I don't know, 16 years old.
I don't know if you guys run into this problem. I don't watch it that often because I feel like I need like the perfect setting to watch it. Do you guys run into like that same
Yes.
issue?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it in like probably 3 years, so I got to pick a time to just sit down, turn all the lights off, and just watch it.
That's my friend Bryce, because that's also his like favorite movie of all time. He has. When did the movie come out?
2016?
So he basically hasn't seen it in like 9 years, but it's still his favorite movie of all time. And he keeps telling me like the only way that he's gonna watch it is when the time is right, basically.
Yeah.
And he just got married, and he said that if his wife watches the movie and doesn't like it, he will divorce her on the spot. So
I just think it's crazy that he
Yeah.
didn't do it as a litmus test before.
Yeah.
like 5-year anniversary. He's like, all right, let's test this. Now watch this drive.
That'd be a good metric.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to update us, like if they get divorced. Or
I don't know.
So it gets back to me.
Yeah.
So I know I just said how at 14 I said I needed to watch less superhero movies. This next one is a superhero movie, but it is The Batman
yes.
from 2022, aka the greatest Batman adaptation I have ever seen, bar like Batman the animated series, which sounds nerdy as censor that again, but like I love reading comic books. In particular, when I read Batman comics, my favorite types are the ones where it's earlier in his career. Again, I'm going to sound like a massive nerd when I'm about to break this down.
Don't dull your sparkle.
But a big issue that a lot of people have with current Batman comics is that the term is he's Bat God, which is where he's able to get out of any situation, no matter what, because he's just Batman. That's literally the excuse that they give in the comic books. Like it could be a dialogue where someone asks him like, how did you get out of that? He just says, I'm Batman. Where in the earlier comics, or at least like comics that take place earlier in his career, you don't see that at all because he's still learning how to be Batman. So like the stakes are a lot higher. And he also has a lot more character growth, which I feel is missing in a lot of modern Batman comics because obviously he's been around for like almost 90 years. So there's not too much growth for him where he is right now. Maybe somebody will cook me on that. I don't know. I haven't read modern Batman comics in like 5 years, so I don't know what he's doing right now. But that leads into why I love the Batman so much, because it takes place in his second year as Batman. And so we see him make a ton of mistakes in that movie, but he still pulls through. And also just like the cinematography is so good. The soundtrack is so good. I forgot his name for a second. Robert Pattinson. He is a really, really good Batman. Now, I'm really excited to see how he does in the second movie, if it ever comes out. but I'm really excited to see how he does in the second movie. And hopefully, if that version of Batman gets a Robin, I really want to see like the dynamic that the two of them have. That's basically it. I just got to be a nerd for a little bit.
Shout out Paul Dano, the man that you are. So good. No.
I always think of the tweet of like where he's at like in the crowd at a baseball game, and the caption just, he looks like he's just itching to tell a riddle, bro. They perfectly casted him.
My favorite memes for a while was like Paul Dano word of the day, inscrupulous, you know. And I'm like, I don't know.
For me, that was Don Cheadle word of the day.
Different internet. That's stupid. So my second movie I'm deciding is going to be, because we were talking about musicals and queer media, so the Rocky Horror Picture Show is also part of my top 4. Watched that when I was like 11 with my mom, and she was like, "This is gonna change your life," and then she was just like, "Are you sure that you're bi?" Like 6 months later, I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, Mom." And then she was like, "We're all gay a little bit." I'm like, "We're gonna talk about that later."
That sounds like my brother with autism.
What?
Have I never told you that like one time my brother, he's almost like 40 something. I think he is like 40 something. Just one time he hit me with the, you know, because there's a spectrum. I think everybody's autistic. I just had to look at him like, okay. So
I think both of those are so fair.
Yeah. That's so good. Okay. So what am I supposed to say? No, that can't be. Like, that sounds awful. Okay, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Beautiful music, beautiful dancing and people. Tim Curry, the man that you are, the queen that you are. Love the random tap dancing moment during Time Warp, and then it's kind of never around again for Columbia. Riff Raff and Magenta. Siblings but dating. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. And then honorable mention to Perks of Being a Wallflower, where they do the Rocky Horror Picture Show within the movie, and I was like, oh, wow, connections. I should say more poignant things, but you kind of really like took me off my rails a little bit. Like I'm like I don't all I'm thinking about is like, huh. But
my brother was basically the drunk uncle at Thanksgiving, because I'm pretty sure he said that during Thanksgiving. Except I don't even know if he had a drink yet, so he might have said that sober.
Why didn't you say drunkle? That'd be so much fun. See me after class. Okay, I think that's the end of my blurb. I'm sorry. Good move.
Don't apologize. Okay, so I'm gonna speak closer into the mic for Matt's sake. Thank you. And I'm gonna do a split between Lady Bird and Little Women 2019. The reason I'm doing this split, and I think you know, both Greta Gerwig, both Saoirse Ronan, my love, and Timothée Chalamet. So in my mind, they're like siblings. Mm-hmm. Those movies, not the actors. Both of those, I'll cry again. And Lady Bird is definitely one of those ones where it's like, if I'm like almost like having a mental breakdown, I'll watch that. Yeah, and it's like perfect. I don't think any more needs to be said.
Like
those three names together, I'm like, it's perfect. Do more. So yeah. Like
with Little Women, again with when I was 14, tried to watch other movies. That was one of like the first ones that I saw. And like that one was like, this is real cinema right here. Mm-hmm. Like obviously I'm talking about different top 4 movies, but on Letterboxd, Little Women was in that top 4 for a good few years. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Mm-hmm. And You've seen the 80s one, right?
Counterpoint, The Little Women with Winona Ryder in it. That's the one that I've watched. I haven't watched the 2019 Little Women. But my source for all things Little Women, one of my best friends, Shelby Green, she doesn't like the 2019 one because they switch around the ages and like things are different than the one from the Winona Ryder one. But I haven't watched that one to see the differences. And I was also a little crazy when I watched the not first, because it's like the second.
Yeah,
Little
there's been a couple.
One of the women's I watched. And so I need to do a rewatch and like kind of compare them and see which one I like more. But also all of those names are, I'm sitting. I'm with popcorn.
I'm listening and I'm learning.
I only need one popcorn.
The 2019 one, it does go back and forth between like their teen years when they're all young and then when they're all grown up. So it goes back and forth. But if you watch the behind the scenes interview with Greta Gerwig, because if you're crazy about it, it's like a very like soft yellow lighting for like the flashbacks when they're younger, and then like a harsh dark blue lighting for when they're older, because it's like, oh, the world.
So it's like Twilight versus New Moon, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you know that going into it, it's a little bit easier to pick it apart and understand it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So on to me, huh? I got a hard act to follow. But I wanted to cover a couple different bases, so I wanted to do a foreign language film.
Ooh.
And I like my films a little sometimes. So I went with Old Boy.
Ooh, I've heard a lot about that, but I've not watched it yet.
I feel like I can't say much because I don't want to spoil it. I say it's because the ending is like really, if you watch it, you'll know why it's bad.
Like it's tragic?
In a way.
Can you give us the premise of it?
So this guy, I'm just gonna read it directly. Just so I
got the source
yeah,
right on hand.
Yeah. With no clue how he came to be imprisoned, drugged, and tortured for 15 years, a desperate man seeks revenge on his captors.
Ooh.
That's like very vague in a way. I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil it. I really recommend it.
Okay.
That's another one for the
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of movie nights now.
Okay, I'm down with that.
What is the language that's in?
It's in Korean.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, back to me again. So I guess following the movie trend that we got to go right now, the third one, and also following up my last one with Robert Pattinson, is The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers. For a long time, my bio on Letterboxd was Robert Eggers' strongest because I just love his movies so much. And
I love that you're willing to admit that.
I'll say it with my whole chest. But I love his movies so much. Like there was when Nosferatu came out like last year, I was this close to putting it in my top 4. But I think it just barely edges out. Like it might still be top 5, but not top 4. And I just love the movie so much because like first off, the cinematography and the acting is just really good. I know we do have plans to maybe talk about favorite actors, but I'm gonna spoil my answer already right here, right now. I think my favorite actor of all time is Willem Dafoe. Just like, I mean, I grew up with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, so he's been in front of me since I was basically a baby. So, and just seeing him in this movie just act utterly insane with that crazy beard, just saying like, "You love my lobster, don't you?" Just saying random like that. It's like I love the movie for that. Also, just like it's very nuanced. I don't know how much to get into it in case y'all don't want to get spoiled or anything, other than the fact that Willem Dafoe has a line saying, "You love my lobster," and that's not a euphemism. He literally means his cooked lobster. But I just love, like, just to avoid spoilers, I love the acting, the cinematography, and the setting. Like the fact that it's just like two dudes hanging out in a lighthouse, chopping up, basically. I just love like the setting. It's very self-contained, so you really get to become immersed in what they're doing, which I know I keep saying I just love this movie so much.
What is your favorite Coen Brothers movie? Just to name it.
Probably The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
It's a tie between that and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I haven't seen that one.
So good. Damn, where did I
Got to add another one.
Like whenever we play pool and I say, "Damn, we're in a tight spot," I'm referencing "Where Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Because like, that's a scene in the movie.
It's so good.
Another one for movie night.
Yeah.
That one might have to go top of the list. I can't lie.
So my third movie is, I'm deciding between the two. Heathers. Like the 80s, like almost John Hughes rip, not like the TV show or the musical, which that's fine. Those are cool. But I just like how it's set, like, because the first time I watched it, because I was like homesick from school or something, and I was watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and then I saw Heathers on, like, right next to it on my dad's, like, shelf. Words. And I was like, what is this? And it's, like, lit similarly, and I was like, I know what I'm in for. Have you all seen Heathers?
I actually saw it this year.
Nice.
It's on the list for me.
Okay. When the twist happens that it's not your average John Hughes movie, it's like, it's okay. I will. It is just so good, and it's all, like, and it really speaks to how, like, to the extremes of how, like, high school can have, like, the worst things that could happen to a person. It's just like, but I wanted to go to gym class today. But it's like, it's like little moments of that, which it's like we're like all wholly desensitized to, like, hey, there's this huge thing going on in our town, but we got the week off of school, and so it's just it's a good movie.
That feels very like COVID vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, long spring break.
Only 2 weeks off. Wow.
But yeah, that's my non-spoiler spiel. Also, actually, Winona Ryder, The Woman That You Are. I love her in that. I love her in Beetlejuice. I love her in Edward Scissorhands. Stranger Things shout out, even though I don't really like that show, but she's just so good. Just, I don't know. What's happening? That was good. Thank you. Okay, it's Grace's turn now.
Okay, this one might be like pretty predictable based off of my other 2/3, but it's Call Me by Your Name. And mainly because every time I watch it, I am just like staring at the scenery in awe and yearning. Like, I watch it and I'm like, that needs to be me. Not in the Timothée Chalamet role. I want it to be like the professor, like living in a villa in Italy, with like a nice like natural pool in the pond, and
that's a good thing to yearn for.
In the 80s, right? So it's like, I want my Walkman and none of this phone crap, and it makes me cry. So yeah, that's why. That's my spiel.
I still have to watch it. I keep thinking about watching it, and then I hear that there's a certain scene with a certain fruit, and I'm like, maybe not yet.
No comment.
Okay.
Yeah, do you feel differently about Peaches now after watching that?
I have to sneeze.
No. Like, I don't think it really fazed me that much.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've never even heard about this. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
It's okay.
Okay. I think everyone Grace has said, I'm like, man, I got to rewatch that. It's been like all the movies I watched in COVID, and I like remember, but I don't at the same time. I'm like, I got to remember that. But covering another base, I want to do an older film. So I picked 1948 Rope by Alfred Hitchcock. It's a one-shot. They pull off a murder, and they try to see if they pulled off the perfect murder by hosting a party while the dead body's in the room. It has my favorite, let's say, old school actor, James Stewart. And Hitchcock is just so good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever seen a Hitchcock movie before.
Vertigo, Rear Window. There's a lot. Yeah.
I think the oldest movie I've seen is Singing in the Rain. I don't even know who directed that one. So
Probably not Hitchcock. If I had to guess.
Probably not. So I need to get more of my older movies bag and see.
What's the movie with the shower scene that made my mom only get clear shower?
Psycho.
Psycho, yeah.
See, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah. I would love to have like a Hitchcock-only movie night.
Yeah.
Like, and get really, really into his movies.
That would be great.
Down.
There's going to be so many movie nights.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, my dorm is free on the weekends, so we got a spot.
Yeah.
So it's up to me.
Are we down to the last one?
So fourth and final movie, gonna sound again like a nerd. So the film, it is a foreign film from Japan. It's called By Broken Mariko, which is based off one of my favorite manga of all time. I feel like a big part of why I like the movie so much is because of how much the manga meant to me when I read it. Because this is about to sound trauma dumpy, but was like, so I read it about like a couple months after my dad passed away when I was 15, and the whole thing about the manga is about a friend whose friend a person whose friend recently like committed suicide, and it's about her wanting to spread her friend's ashes into the ocean. It's like the journey of her getting to the ocean that she wants to go to. And like reading that after like my dad passed away, just like, oh my God. Just like feeling like that the whole time. And then when I saw that they were making like a live action adaptation of it, the first thing I thought was, I need to watch that instantly. And then eventually I got around to it. I think it was a perfect adaptation for it. Like I think it hit all the right emotional beats. Like didn't even omit anything. I think it literally adapted everything from the manga, which like it's a very grounded one, so it makes sense that they were able to do that. And like the acting was really good, and so when I read it, when I watched it, I thought, this is just it again, but in motion. And it just made me fall in love with the story all over again. And so I think I'll always have that connection now, both to the manga and to the movie. Sorry for trauma dumping on Maine.
It's okay. It wasn't trauma dump to talk about your life. But that is also on the list for me because I think that's a good story. And yeah. Political conspiracy. What do you know about? I'm going to do that again. Political conspiracy. What do you know about it?
Too much.
Actually, keep that all in. That's funny. So I watched this film for a cinema class at GCC in like 2019, I think. And then I proceeded to write about it. And while every paragraph, like after I was done, it was the day it was due or night it was due, I would drink like that much of a Four Loko. And then I just kept writing it, and then I was like, and then America Today, and I got an A on it, and so it became my one of my top four movies because of that, partially. But the movie Blowout from 1981. My review says when the Hangout got political conspiracy, so I just make my own jokes. But that's the kind of genre of film. It kind of talks about how you can witness something, but if the public eye doesn't agree that that's what's happened, then it didn't happen. It follows the story of a guy. It's John Travolta. I think his character's name is Jack, and then he meets a girl named Sally, and then they hatch a plan together for something because she's involved with something that happened that he caught on audio. Because he's a sound guy for a movie, and it kind of begins with a movie within a movie, talking about Hitchcock. They're doing like a Hitchcock spoof in it, and he's tasked with finding better wind and a good scream and blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of unravels from that, and it's just a really good movie, and it's like seedy, like gritty. And John Travolta was having insomnia at the time, so his like character delivery is very like kind of somewhere else. He's just wanting to get the takes through, but I think it does the character very well. Just like, yeah, get whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. And he just looks terrible. No, he doesn't. But like, he looks like someone who's in the throes of a political conspiracy. Put a quarter in the jar every time I say political conspiracy. That's the end of my spiel. Oh, and the music's really good. Okay.
That will definitely be added to the movie night. Okay. I have to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Have to list it in my top four. The entire High School Musical trilogy.
All right.
Yep. Since as long as I can remember, I have always loved it. Zac Efron is like the only celebrity crush for me, and not so much anymore. But like again, it's like it's the nostalgia of it that like I have to honor it forever and always. So all three of those, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I co-signed that because I was in a production of High School Musical Junior as Mrs. Darbus when I was like 16.
I love that for you. I want to see that.
I have a tape somewhere. I don't know if it's the one where I pin something to the corkboard and then it falls on me and I just kind of go, and everyone's like, "Wah!"
Add it to the movie night list. I want to see
If I
that.
can find it.
Yeah.
We gotta put this list somewhere to keep track of it.
So I've never seen High School Musical.
Neither have I.
I'm genuinely curious, what is it about? I know there's basketball and obviously high school, but like
Where's the musical?
So you're halfway there. So
I know there's like music, you know.
okay, so I'm gonna set the scene. So Troy, Zac Efron, is like the it guy in high school, East High, and he's like a really, really good basketball player. So as a sophomore, he's the captain of the team. And then on this like a New Year's Eve ski trip, he meets this girl, Gabriella, the great Vanessa Hudgens, and they realize when they get back to school that she transferred to East High, and she's like a math whiz. She's super smart. And they're like watching the auditions for the school musical together, and she makes a comment like, "Oh, it'd be really fun to try out." And so she's like, "I'm gonna do it," because she's a strong, independent woman. But it's like a pairs audition. So Troy is like already head over heels for her, and he's like, ooh. And then he has to go sing with her, and they happen to be really good singers. So the Mrs. Darbus is like, okay, you can audition. There's no musical within the first or any of the movies, actually. It's all about like the preparation for the musical.
Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it's like Rocky, where the first Rocky movie, it's like 2.5 or like 2 hours long. There's only boxing in it for like 10 minutes max.
Yeah.
Also, anytime I think of Vanessa Hudgens, I think, "Doom, doom, doom, put your sneakers on." Basically, what we're gonna do is dance. Thank you, Danny Gonzalez.
We're going to go back into the meeting room and put that on. Keith.
Please put that on. Put our sneakers on.
If you were, I know you picked all three, but if there is a favorite one, what is it?
I gotta go the third one, actually, just because the first two are the Disney Channel original movies, so they're produced by Disney, and they're shorter. But then the third one, because they got so popular, the third one like came out in movies, and it had like a full like movie budget. So just like the shooting of it is so much better. We're gonna do a movie night that's all High School Musical, because you got to see the opening to the third movie. It's iconic. It's one of the best pieces of cinema ever, frankly.
We got about like 15 movies to add to the movie night.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a
We're
lot of
just gonna
fun.
stay up for 3 days.
All-
And be like, another movie.
All year long. Movie night, movie night, movie night.
Absolutely.
You gotta go to class. No, I gotta watch this movie.
Ah, this is more important.
Can I throw in a quick question for everybody, mostly because I want to answer it myself because I'm vapid. Like, the last movie you watched, because Marcus and I watched Sinners, finally.
Cinema.
It was so good. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna check that right now. The last movie I watched was Sentimental Value
Oh,
from this year. I thought it was pretty good. And speaking of, this is actually a perfect setup. Actually, well, you guys should answer what your
Alright.
last. So yours was Sinner.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you last watched?
I think it was Encanto with my 3-year-old nephew. Yeah, but I do love Sinners. That was
Sinners
incredible.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
And again, a perfect setup. I wanted to shout out a 2025 movie with my last pick. So my
Alright.
favorite movie, 2025, was Weapons. Have you guys seen it?
Ooh. I've heard a lot of good things about it, though.
So it's a horror movie where you saw all the kids, they run away from their home. So it's kind of like it switches perspectives throughout. Like this character gets like 15 minutes, this character, it's all like different perspectives, and it all comes together in the end, and it's very good. Again, I wish I had more to say about it, but I don't want to spoil it.
Especially since it's such a new movie.
Yeah, I think it's on HBO Max.
Okay.
So add it to the movie night.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. I would like to thank you guys for inviting me on this segment of the podcast, even though I'm not as much of a film head as the rest of you. And I come in with my High School Musical.
I've only seen like 4 movies this year. We're in March, so
Also, I think we devalue like the idea of like movies versus films, and it's just like I think High School Musical, like the trilogy, are films in a way. Like they're very formative to our youth, like especially like you and me. And there is a place for like why can't like quote unquote like children's films be considered a part of the film canon or film conversation? Like I would much rather watch High School Musical tonight rather than, even though I love the movie Blowout, it's kind of a drag. It's like, but yeah.
Yeah, I still love Pixar. I watch every Pixar movie.
The Incredibles is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I second that.
God, yeah.
I just recently watched Big Hero 6 for the first time.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I did cry also.
Oh, that's a good cry movie.
So do you cry at High School Musical? You didn't?
No.
There's parts that it could be.
I don't think it gets to me that much, especially because I watch it like yearly, pretty consistently. So I just like quote it all the time, and I don't think it ever makes me like too emotional. But I'll sing along, and that's good too.
It doesn't make you
that's
cry.
the emotion right there.
It doesn't make you cry, but it makes you so happy. You're like, I still love this. It doesn't make me cry, but I still love it.
Also, my favorite Pixar movie, or just like childhood movie, is Finding Nemo. I watched that every day from the ages 2 to 4. Like, I would just wake up and be like, Nemo. And my mom's like, okay. Like, my sister would come home from school, and, like, it kind of freaked her out because it'd always be at the scene with Bruce coming into the movie for the first time, and he's like, hello. And so she's walking in, and she's like, 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 we're both, like, neurotic, and I'm like, it's a shark. And she's like, oh, my God. But, yeah.
That was me from 2 to 4 with, like, a cycle of Pixar movies. Like, if you ask my mom, she will tell you that, like, as a kid, on repeat, I would have Up, Toy Story 1 and 2, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo. I feel like there was one that I am forgetting. But I also had a lot of superhero movies in there, so it could probably be that. Which, like, just, like, basically those 4 on cycle all the time. Wait, no, I remember. Y'all know the movie Bolt?
Yeah.
Yes.
My mom loves that movie so much.
We're
Like,
going to put it on during break.
maybe.
Because I haven't watched it in years, and I'd like to rewatch it. And
Like, legit, she could text me, like, right now, like, can you put on Bolt for me real quick?
Yeah.
So, like, she loves that movie so much. But like, I always just have that I feel like everybody always got that one Pixar movie or a collection of Pixar movies as a kid that just cycle through every day.
Yeah. Just part of the routine. It was like, this is my job. My job is fish.
And another thing about her and Finding Nemo, because we just rewatched it like last year, she didn't know Willem Dafoe was in that movie.
I don't know why I like.
Wait. Who does he voice? Who does he
Like,
voice?
you remember-
Scar. Or
Yeah,
not
that's
Scar.
the black and white fish. Like when they're in the
In,
little
uh,
aquarium.
He has a scar.
So when Nemo's in the tank in the dentist office, he's one.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody touch him.
Yeah, he's like the
Nobody
leader
does.
of the
Oh,
group.
okay.
Yeah, like we were watching it, and then she hears him talk. She's just like, "Is that Willem Dafoe?"
Is his name Gil?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because I said Scar, wrong movie, wrong franchise. I don't know. I was like, he has a scar. I'm like, that's not good. Call people like that.
But anything else y'all need to mention?
I think I'm good.
Yay, movies.
Yeah,
I love cinema. Go watch the Oscars. I guess Sinners is gonna win every single one because black.
God willing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna add in another little
Woohoo!
just in case. And I'm gonna edit that in over and over again.
That could be
the
that could
recurring
be
thing
the.
every video you're in.
Also, good luck to everyone who's in TFA who's starting their thesis films soon. I'm very excited to watch them.
Woo!
Woo, woo.
Shout out our TFA students here above state. Y'all are all goated.
Yeah.
So, next episode, I think we're talking about what we think the best books are. I think. Is that what we're going with?
Sure.
All right, we're going to talk about books next time. So, all you nerds watching this, you better pull up for that one.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.